session in the pre-market. We've got, if you take a look at the markets, we've got both the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq in the green. The Dow is off, but it had a big day yesterday. If we flip over to the Yahoo Finance app, you can see that the oil stocks are still all doing very well for the most part, but be careful in this sector because not all of these will be winners from the Venezuelan oil takeover if that ends up being what happens. The reason Valero has shot up yesterday and continues to rise is that it has a number of refining sites down in Texas and in Louisiana along the Gulf Coast. So that would be one of the arrival points for the oil coming from Venezuela for refinement and then further distribution. Exxon not moving that much because really only Chevron has the right from the US government to actually operate in Venezuela. So you might want to bet on Chevron over Exxon there. And Exxon said yesterday they're probably not going to look at making reinvestments in Venezuela for fear of what happened with nationalization in originally, which meant their assets were basically seized and they lost a ton of investment there. And then if you look at some of the others, like say Halliburton and SLB, a lot of companies that provide mining services probably aren't going to benefit from hands on the ground as well until we start to see investment in Venezuela, and it remains to be seen whether that's actually going to happen. Flipping over to tech, the Nasdaq is up today, and you can see that there are some early gainers in the semiconductor space. AMAT, for example, or Applied Materials. NVDA made an announcement at CES yesterday that their new Rubin chip is in production and will be sold in 2026. So it is now going to be the leading AI chip, overtaking the Blackwell chip in 2026. They also made announcements that the Rubin chip will help to support autonomous driving, and they've got a relationship or they have a partnership signed with Mercedes-Benz so that you'll start to see some of that functionality sold in 2026 in some of the 2026 fleet from Mercedes-Benz. Scrolling down a little bit further, some of the other ones, and the call of the day yesterday, actually, which is turning out to be a rather good call, is Micron Technology. So Micron dropped yesterday. I said to watch that stock and buy it on the dip. It's climbed up in the pre-market. It's down from its highs in the pre-market at 317, but it is up about a percent, almost 1.5%, 1.3% in the early morning session. So if you did buy this is something that you could sell now at a 1% plus profit in the pre-market. And so I'm waiting for that to open and see what that does. I bought into some Micron yesterday. And then others that I'm taking a look at today, I really like Google. I think Google is very fairly priced right now and has a lot of room for movement. Its Waymo division is competing obviously with the robo-taxis from Tesla, but it has way more rides on a weekly ridership on a weekly basis. I think they're doing about 450,000 rides a week in comparison to other autonomous driving robo-taxi-like services. And it's set to, and it's in a lot more cities than Tesla's robo-taxi. I think there's a ton of potential here. It's kind of like the moonshot for Google at this point to really take it to the next level. And then TSM has just been a rock star. This thing has been climbing. It's got results for chip production coming out later this week, so we'll keep an eye on that. And then the financials have been doing well at the same time. Good luck in your trades. If you're liking the videos, please hit the like and subscribe button.